Hello everybody, I would like you to meet Pete, and Pete is the grumpy keeper not only of this yellow variegated Gasteria plant, but of all the plants that I keep outside on my kitchen balcony. And at first sight you might think that there is only succulents on this balcony, but upon closer inspection you will notice that this is actually spider plant territory, and they all survived yet another winter outside. So let me show you. Let me start from left to right. First we got some random succulents. You can spot a small caudex plant, a crassula, a haworthia, a mother of thousands, and some cacti too. And on the right here we got our first rogue spider plant. This is the completely green version of the plant, and you can see it's living together with an ivy plant. This guy here is my oldest spider plant. It must be at least 6 years old, and it's been living outside all its life. And it's the variety with a white stripe in the middle. And on top of that we got yet another old green spider plant, and on the right of that a more or less sad Rhipsalis that I bought not so long ago in IKEA. And I just noticed these two small cacti on the floor that I forgot to repot. Next you can see a waterfall of baby spider plants all coming from this big container with a frog and different types of spider plants and ivy plants. The blue pot next to it is also filled with spider plants, and next to that is actually a monstera plant that also survived the winter outside. On the right of the monstera you can see another giant spider plant. It's the variety with the green stripe in the middle, and it's huge because I planted it in a very big container. These ferns I didn't plant, they were just arrived in this container as spores, I think, through the air, and each spring they regrow. Now, I just love spider plant flowers and babies. They seem so delicate and vulnerable when they are small, but once they grow, they become one of the hardiest and toughest plants that I know. And I also found out that if you put spider plants outside, they produce way more offspring than when you just keep them in your house. To my surprise, this Begonia rex also survived the winter outside, and it's actually doing great. Then we got some more random succulents here, and then I have these two caudex plants. The one on the left is a Phocaea edulis, and the one on the right is a Pachypodium succulentum, native to South Africa, with beautiful foliage and also a very spiky stem. This avocado seed has a long root but no foliage yet. And then we got a whole bunch of different haworthia plants at the top of the screen. They also stay outside all the time. And then some other random succulents, including this gorgeous Avonia papyracea plant at the bottom of the screen. This is some brown colored ornamental grass, and of course more spider plants everywhere you look. And you can see more ivy plants too. I always keep them outside because indoors they are the perfect pest magnets. These are mainly all bits and pieces from succulents that I'm trying to root. And on top of the screen you can see my Kalanchoe dog / rooting station that I featured in another video. This Fatsia japonica only cost me €2 and seems to be perfectly happy outside. And to its left you can spot some aloe sugar crystal plants with a beautiful leaf pattern. And finally another green spider plant that's also blooming. And this may look like a spider plant, but it's actually ornamental grass. On the right I put up some shelves, and of course the main tenants of these shelves are once again spider plants. But I also use this space as a kind of a rehab facility for some struggling ferns and ivy plants. And left and right we got some more random cacti and other succulents mixed in together with all the varieties of spider plants on these shelves. And I think that this here must be my most common variety of spider plants. It's the variety with the green stripe in the middle. And on top you can also spot an asparagus plant that I saved from a broken terrarium. I also got a lot of these purple Tradescandia pallida cuttings waiting to be potted up. And here you can spot a happy avocado seedling that's growing in perlite at the moment. Alright, so this was my 2023 summer kitchen balcony tour. And I hope that I can keep all these plants outside as long as possible, but of course that will depend on the type of winter temperatures that we'll be getting in Brussels later this year. Now you might wonder why my plant keeper Pete right here looks so grumpy. Well, it's actually quite simple. He only has this tiny little vase to water all these plants, which is of course not very practical. Okay, that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and or subscribing to my channel. For now, I wish you a very nice day and I hope to see you back soon on my channel. Bye bye.